Numbers chapter 16. Now Korah, the son of Yithhar, the son of Kohath, the son of Lewi, with Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, and Hon, the son of Peleth, the sons of Reuben, took men, and they rose up before Moshe with certain of the children of Israel, 250 princes of the congregation, called to the assembly, men of renown. And they assembled themselves together against Moshe and against Aaron, and said to them, Ye take too much upon you, seeing all the congregation are holy, every one of them, and Yahweh is among them. For what reason then lift ye up yourselves above the assembly of Yahweh? And when Moshe heard it, he fell upon his face, and he spoke to Korah and to all his company, saying, In the morning Yahweh will show who are his, and who is holy, and will cause him to come near to him, even him whom he shall choose will he cause to come near to him. This do, take your censers, Korah and all his company, and put fire in them, and put incense upon them before Yahweh tomorrow. And it shall be that the man whom Yahweh doth choose, he shall be holy. Ye take too much upon you, ye sons of Lewi. And Moshe said to Korah, Hear now, ye sons of Lewi, seemeth it but a small thing to you, that the God of Israel hath separated you from the congregation of Israel, to bring you near to himself, to do the service of the tabernacle of Yahweh, and to stand before the congregation to serve to them, and that he hath brought thee near, and all thy brothers the sons of Lewi with thee. And seek ye the priesthood also? Therefore thou and all thy company are gathered together against Yahweh. And Aaron, what is he, that ye murmur against him? And Moshe sent to call Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, and they said, We will not come up. Is it a small thing that thou hast brought us up out of a land flowing with milk and honey, to kill us in the wilderness? But thou must needs make thyself also a prince over us? Moreover, thou hast not brought us into a land flowing with milk and honey, nor given us inheritance of fields and vineyards. Wilt thou bore out the eyes of these men? We will not come up. And Moshe was very wroth, and said to Yahweh, Respect not thou their offering. I have not taken one donkey from them, neither have I hurt one of them. And Moshe said to Korah, Be thou and all thy company before Yahweh, thou and they and Aaron tomorrow. And take ye every man his censer, and put incense upon them, and bring ye before Yahweh every man his censer, 250 censers, thou also, and Aaron, each his censer. And they took every man his censer, and put fire in them, and laid incense thereon, and stood at the door of the tent of appointment with Moshe and Aaron. And Korah assembled all the congregation against them to the door of the tent of appointment, and the glory of Yahweh appeared to all the congregation. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe and to Aaron, saying, Separate yourselves from among this congregation, that I may consume them in a moment. And they fell upon their faces and said, O God, the God of the spirits of all flesh, shall one man sin? And wilt thou be wroth with all the congregation? And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to the congregation, saying, Get you up from about the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. And Moshe rose up and went to Dathan and Abiram, and the elders of Israel followed him. And he spoke to the congregation, saying, Depart, I pray you, from the tents of these wicked men, and touch nothing of theirs, lest ye be consumed in all their sins. So they got them up from the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram on every side. And Dathan and Abiram came out, and stood at the door of their tents, and their women, and their sons, and their little ones. And Moshe said, Hereby ye shall know that Yahweh hath sent me to do all these works, for I have not done them from my own heart. If these men die the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then Yahweh hath not sent me. But if Yahweh make a new thing, and the ground open its mouth, and swallow them up, with all that appertain to them, and they go down alive into Sheol, then ye shall understand that these men have despised Yahweh. And it was, as he made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave apart that was under them, and the earth opened its mouth, and swallowed them up, and their households, and all the men that appertained to Korah, and all their goods. So they, and all that appertained to them, went down alive into Sheol, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the assembly. And all Yisrael that were round about them fled at the cry of them, for they said, Lest the earth swallow us up. And fire came forth from Yahweh, and devoured the 250 men that offered the incense. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, that he take up the censers out of the burning, and scatter thou the fire yonder, for they are holy, even the censers of these sinners against their own souls. And let them be made beaten plates for a covering of the altar, for they offered them before Yahweh, therefore they are holy. And they shall be a sign to the children of Yisrael. And Eleazar the priest took the brazen censers which they that were burnt had offered, and they beat them out for a covering of the altar, to be a memorial to the children of Yisrael, to the end that no stranger that is not of the seed of Aaron come near to burn incense before Yahweh, that he be not as Korah and as his company, as Yahweh spoke to him by Moshe. But on the morrow all the congregation of the children of Yisrael murmured against Moshe and against Aaron, saying, Ye have killed the people of Yahweh. And it was when the congregation was assembled against Moshe and against Aaron, that they looked toward the tent of appointment, and behold, the cloud covered it, and the glory of Yahweh appeared. And Moshe and Aaron came to the front of the tent of appointment, and Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, Get you up from among this congregation, that I may consume them in a moment. And they fell upon their faces. And Moshe said to Aaron, Take thy censer, and put fire therein from off the altar, and lay incense thereon, and carry it quickly to the congregation, and make atonement for them. For there is wrath gone out from Yahweh. The plague is begun. And Aaron took as Moshe spoke, and ran into the midst of the assembly. And behold, the plague was begun among the people. And he put on the incense, and made atonement for the people. And he stood between the dead and the living, and the plague was stayed. Now they that died by the plague were 14,700, besides them that died about the matter of Korah. And Aaron returned to Moshe to the door of the tent of appointment, and the plague was stayed.